the first race winner for Team Penske this year, which I think a lot of us are very surprised about. What a crazy year for you guys. Willpower, but congrats, man. Back-to-back at Portland. You've got that place dialed. That had to feel really good for a multitude of reasons.
It did, yeah. That's the most I've seen the team celebrate as a whole, not just the 12 car, but both teammates came over to Victory Lane, all the other engineers. When I got back to the truck, they're packing up, everyone cheered and clapped. We hadn't done that. It just was a big reset to realize how lucky you are to win, which, I think it's a good reality check to go winless for that long, and struggle.
Yeah, it's honestly, the Penske year has been monumentally wild to watch. Obviously, as someone who has been in the sport for a little while, but someone who's followed it for a long time. I mean, what's been the mental side like of the team? Like, there's obviously been a lot that's gone on, of course, and really not necessarily directly involving you much, obviously, other than the fact that you're, driving for the team and then also apparently fighting for a ride. But the mental side for the team going through what they've gone through this year, what does it look like at the Penske organization?
I think it's tougher on the guys prepping the cars, the engineers, the people that have to grind, week in, week out. The drivers get to fly home, and in some respects, I feel like as teammates, we've all got on better because we've all struggled together. And usually that's what happens, right? If there's one guy winning a ton, there's a little bit of dissension towards that person. It's just natural as a human in a team. But when you're all struggling together, there's been a lot more joking around in the engineering office, kind of, in a funny way. That side of it has been quite relaxed, but you definitely feel it from my engineer, just because he's the guy I work closely with. I could tell that, aside from, you've lost three people, key people, they've had to move up. They've had to take up the slack. Plus, you're not doing well. It certainly felt that from him, just in that he wasn't quite enjoying it as much. But he was so over the moon and we won. We've had the last 3 weekends, we've been quick, made the Fast Six, and, Dave, I've been with for, almost 20 years. You see, him starting to, get a little bit more lively, and seemed like he was enjoying it. But it's a very strange year. Very, after Indy, I just knew this is going to be a very interesting roller coaster style year on many fronts, not like just results wise, but also like what happens with me and so on.
Yeah. I mean, we look back at Iowa, and again, we're both, we saw you at the front and then an engine failure. I mean, you've had 2 engine failures, which kind of has been mind blowing, right? That's very abnormal from the Chevy camp and kind of surprising, but out of your control entirely. You know what I mean? And even with those issues, you're still the highest driver from Team Penske in the points. Like there's no arguing that. Obviously, Josef's had, probably the worst year of his life, I would say, which is kind of crazy. And Scott's had some crazy stuff happen to him as well. So going into this off season, it's not, there's literally nothing that you have to prove to anyone, which I feel like is crazy, but people ask that question because you're like, still feel good, still feel like the willpower that is so willpowery and so dominant.
It's just funny that, I feel like you always had to prove yourself in this sport. It just, that's just a fact. So it's
I felt weird saying that, but it's like, but you start to see people in the media, they're like, oh, well, like willpower's seat, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, do you guys know how many trophies this guy has sitting at his house and like how many championships? It's crazy for me to look at.
It is a bit crazy for me as well that how this whole thing has played out. That after winning 3 races last year, they don't even talk to you in the off season. I was like, man, but the reason I say that is when I negotiated that contract, the last one with it was actually with Tim Cindric, he said, we'll talk at the end of 24. Cause I said, well, actually I wouldn't mind having a 3-year deal instead of a 2, but, yeah. So the fact they didn't talk to me, I thought, well, that's interesting. Okay. And yeah, so it went, and then we're here now, but, yeah, I keep saying it. I'm driving as good as I ever have. I'm as fast as I've ever been. I'm still quick. The series has got tougher. There's no question. You don't see the same people in the top 6 week in, week out. You just don't. And apart from Palou, an abnormal year. Again, another thing that was a strange year on many fronts, to have a guy could win 8 races in this current formula that we have where everything's so even. Bloody impressive, man. Bloody impressive. But yeah, it's I can kind of laugh because it doesn't matter if I don't drive again. I've had a great career. Yeah, it's just funny, man. It's very typical of life and racing, that the year that you're up on your contract is a year that the whole team really struggles, and just a strange year all round, lose key people in the team. So yeah, just, it's not like I'm 30 and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to lose one of the best seats that you can have. But yeah, it's been interesting to sit back and watch.
Yeah,
we'll
for
probably
sure.
be involved, of course, but yeah.
Well, you're obviously working now with the new management group too, with like Fernando Alonso's group. Oriol Servia is involved. Has that been quite helpful for you, you'd say, overall, like from the management side?
Yeah, Oriol has been great. Yes, he's very good. He's very good. He knows me well. He knows the sport well. And it's just allowed me not to focus on anything but the driving. Not that I can do much anyway until after the season, but yeah, he has a lot of contacts, and and Alonso has a lot of contacts in WEC as well. So if I happen to go over there, got teams over there. So yeah, that's kind of the reason I did it. There's a lot of reach within that organization.
Absolutely. No, that's smart. Chase, I'm going to let you jump in here.
Yeah, kind of just following up on everything we're talking about here. I saw that a media member had asked you about it, and you made the comment, maybe it's my decision. Like, do you feel more confident than ever that it is completely in your hands, or do you still find yourself kind of worrying from time to time?
I don't. Yeah, I said that because maybe the win put it in a position where I could make a decision, but nothing's changed, actually. It's still the same situation. I will not know until after Nashville what happens with me.
Are you confident?
That's confident that I'll get something or get back to Penske, or I don't. Yeah,
that you'll be behind the wheel of a car in 2026.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Whatever it is, man.
I mean, honestly, I'm going to go with a more confident, because that would be it wouldn't be IndyCar, I think, currently without Will Power. So that'd be wild. I'm very curious to see how it plays out, because obviously it affects a lot of the other atmosphere around other drivers knowing where we're going or what's going on. I obviously would like to be a part of the championship as well, but it's going to be one of those things that, everyone's talking about, where's Will Power? And I'm like, that's a crazy talk. Like, that should be an easy, that should be an easy thing to do. So
it's just a bad time to be on the market, because everyone's got contracts. Everyone's signed up, man. It's it depends. Yeah, what you want to do. Do you just stop? It would suck to stop now, man, because I'm at the top of my game. I really am, like, putting a whole week, championship together, just race weekends, my knowledge, everything. I'm just so complete as a driver. It'd just be such a pity to stop now.